And here is the Writer's Almanac for Thursday, October the 24th, 2019. It's the birthday of the writer and explorer Alexandre David-Néel, born in France in 1868. Had an unhappy childhood. She was the only child of parents who fought all the time. She ran away again and again. And when she was 21, she inherited some money and used it to go to Sri Lanka. Worked as an opera singer for a while. She was especially interested in Buddhism. She disguised herself as a Tibetan woman and managed to get into the city of Lhasa, became fluent in Tibetan, met the Dalai Lama, practiced meditation, yoga, hiked through the Himalayas. She once saved herself in a snowstorm with a meditation that increases body temperature. And she became a lama in Tibet when she was 52 in 1920. She wrote a book about it called Magic and Mystery in Tibet, published in 1929, in which she wrote, "Then it was springtime in the cloudy Himalayas. 900 feet below my cave, rhododendrons blossomed. I climbed barren mountain tops. Long tramps led me to desolate valleys studded with translucent lakes. Solitude, solitude. Mind and senses develop their sensibility in this contemplative life, made up of continual observations and reflections. Does one become a visionary, or rather, is it not that one has been blind until then?" She died in 1969 at the age of 101. It's the birthday of the poet Denise Levertov, born in Ilford, England, 1923. Moved to America after World War II. Denise Levertov, who said, "In certain ways, writing is a form of prayer." In 1997, the year she died, she published 2 books of poetry, The Life Around Us, Nature Poems, and The Stream and the Sapphire, poems with religious themes. And it's the birthday of Sarah Josepha Hale, born in Newport, New Hampshire, 1788, who campaigned for Thanksgiving as a holiday and convinced Abraham Lincoln to declare it in 1863. She also wrote the poem Mary Had a Little Lamb. Here's a poem for today by Dorian Laux, a poem entitled The Tooth Fairy. They brushed a quarter with glue and glitter, slipped in on bare feet, and without waking me, painted rows of delicate gold footprints on my sheets with a love so quiet I still can't hear it. My mother must have been a beauty then, sitting at the kitchen table with him, a warm breeze lifting her embroidered curtains, waiting for me to fall asleep. It's harder to believe the years that followed, the palms curled into fists, a floor of broken dishes, her chain smoking through long silences, him punching holes in the walls. I can still remember her print dresses, his checkered taxi, the day I found her in the closet with a paring knife, the night he kicked my sister in the ribs. He lives alone in Oregon now, dying slowly of a rare bone disease, his face stippled gray, his ankles clotted beneath wool socks. She's a nurse on the graveyard shift, comes home mornings and calls me, drinks her dark beer, and goes to bed. And I still wonder how they did it. Slipped that quarter under my pillow, made those perfect footprints. Whenever I visit her, I ask again. "I don't know," she says, rocking, closing her eyes. "We were as surprised as you." A poem by Dorian Laux, The Tooth Fairy, from her collection Only as the Day is Long, published by W.W. Norton and Company and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac.